For the last time today, elimination on the line between Liquid and Chaos. It will be a best of one. One of these two teams will be eliminated. And both teams are going to give it their all. They're going to work hard for it. Make sure that during the game you vote for your MVP. And we'll see at the end of the game if you were anywhere close to being right. So far, they've been pretty nice, actually. They've been pretty good. Here with Flax, here with Moxie.
There it is, the MVP, by the way. We haven't started tabulating votes yet. Don't worry.
No,
not until the game starts. No fanboy in here.
I am curious to hear from you guys what you think is going to happen this game. Because, sure, Liquid comes in as the favorite. I would imagine that you both agree with me on that. But they haven't been in their best form, or at least they haven't shown it on Friday when we saw them in their groups. They crushed their first group stage game against J-Storm, and then they got crushed in return by both Secret and Keen. Like, those series were not close.
They really weren't. But then again, Secret and Keen are kind of on the fast track to facing in the finals of this tournament. I mean, J-Storm, they did exactly what we predicted on that one. They absolutely dominated them. And in this kind of situation, the best of one, the other team is really going through all your replays, trying to figure out what your style is. And I think, as you said, best thing they could do is kind of play a little bit off the grid here. Play something different and play something that they're comfortable with, but the enemy won't expect.
I mean, the thing with the best of one, too, sometimes it just comes down to who's having the better day today. Right? Because, when you have a best of three, you get that opportunity, okay, maybe the first game didn't go quite as well, but you get a good pep talk coming out from, King RD or from, Kuro, and they're like, all right, we dropped game number one, we're going to come back, and you come back and you clench it. But on a BO1, you got one shot, you got one chance.
It's true. But the teams that have the most experience with BO1s typically are the ones that always do better. And Team Liquid has just been through this situation so many times before. I mean, a bunch of the players from Chaos have been long-standing Dota players like Misery, like Thavo, but at the same time, it's about that togetherness in that situation, which Chaos, just doesn't have a lot under their belt on, I don't think. In comparison to Liquid.
In comparison to Liquid, I would say that's definitely true. But again, as long as you're all on the same page, you're cohesive, you've got look at that.
Oh, God.
My goodness.
Don't zoom in anymore. He'll steal your soul. Take it away. That's how he gets good at Dota. He takes your powers. He takes your MMR.
He hides them in the shorts.
Move it away from him. Oh, my God. Oh, we're still on there.
Yeah.
Take that away from him. All right, so let's talk about bans here. Nature's Prophet band. Really? The drum roll with nope? Thank you.
We go.
Jeez.
They got to leave us hanging.
Woo. Keeper of the Light. We've seen this one picked out many times, especially on Team Liquid. However, last time GH's Keeper was not a keeper. It was a throwaway. It was a get that shit out of here.
I would just like to point out, if you look at the two of those bands.
Yeah.
Those are off-lane bands. Those are Tavo bands.
They are. You called it, Moxar.
You gotta watch out for that one.
Moxar, direct hit.
10 seconds remaining.
Well done.
I sink your battleship.
That's right. The Starfleet is down,
5
Moxar.
seconds remaining.
Good.
So, as many of our analysts have said, Nature's Prophet is definitely your winning the lane and then transitioning into later in the game. He's going to be out, and we're seeing that first banned Oracle. Is that win percentage up even more, Sheever? We said it was 70%. I think it's probably even better.
Previous game, Oracle was not picked, so it's still 70%.
Yeah?
69 point something over 50%, but 70% in 23 games.
10 seconds
Oracle,
pretty good.
definitely one of the MVPs of this tournament so far, and Razor as well. So we're seeing this tank come up again, Moxie. This super sustain.
That's a big deal. Just Oracle in general has a really great kit. We've talked about the fact that he can purge off a lot of spells, and the ones that are a little bit harder, he's got an ultimate that's be able to dispel it as well. You've got a heal, which is incredible, and you've also got a disarm. So that's a lot of things that just one hero is able to do, and then you pair it up with Razor, who's able to steal damage. He's very strong early on. If you get an Ags on him, if things are just going really great, just tears apart your buildings. I like the idea of this. Ember, though, that is a great hero. We've seen him get picked up several times throughout this tournament.
But not this early.
Not this early. That is a little worrisome.
Well, I kind of understand what maybe they're going for. One of the biggest problems Oracle faces in these team fights is his ability to just be on that back line and make sure that nobody's dying. Ember Spirit, he's able to kind of pierce through and try to blow him out first, and that's really the key of winning all these Oracle team fights. I think a lot of the guys on this team are kind of sticking to the script so far with these picks, but interested to see if anyone's going to do anything interesting here.
Would like to see a little bit more lockdown coming out from the side of Chaos, but as we saw in the previous game, you don't necessarily need lockdown if you've got the sustain and if you're very, very tanky. So while I would like to see, you know, maybe some more catch coming out, it isn't necessary. But I do think that, you know, targeted stuns do help win games.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they do indeed.
But that's a great point. I mean, Chaos really is looking just like the draft that we saw win the last best of one. Just tank, just big boys that potentially cannot die. So if we see another healer, we know that that literally is the strat as they ban out Nyx Assassin and the Lifestealer. Interesting on that Nyx ban, but not so much on the Darkseer ban. Pretty much everybody's been running that this tournament to varied degrees of success.
Yeah, a lot of wombo combos coming out with Darkseer. And previous, you know, normally you see a meta develop over the course of a couple days, and this is obviously day 2 of the main bracket. But I haven't gotten the feeling that we have settled on anything yet. There's still so many things that work. I feel like it's that makes drafting in a best of one extra difficult. We've seen an Abaddon first phase picked, both from Liquid and from Secret, super successful when they used it on Thursday. And we've had it first phase banned yesterday in one of the games, but we have not seen it played since.
Right, and it's those flare pieces that some teams like Team Secret can work really well to their advantage and make some interesting stuff happen. In this game, as we've seen so far, again, very by-the-book pick there. Earth Spirit yet again. Another way to get that Keeper of the Light on the back end, maybe provide some silence for Ember if he gets really good picks, but looking pretty aggressive, pretty tanky from Chaos, pretty standard stuff.
Yeah, I like this Earth Spirit pick a lot because Earth Spirit's one of those heroes that it can be very aggressive early on and will make the supports carry TPs. So if you can really be very mobile, especially if you're able to get yourself some kills early on, because Oracle, we talk about him being, you know, a healer, someone who's going to be able to provide sustain, but he's also a fantastic nuker. Level 3, you get 2 points in that Purifying Flame, follow up with the Fortune's End just to purge it off. And if you get some good kicks coming out here from the Earth Spirit, coupled with whoever else is in that lane, it's pretty dirty. So it's going to be a bit tough. I mean, the nice thing is that, you know, you've got Ember, who's pretty hard to lock down right now, coming out from the draft of Liquid, and I'm sure they're going to tape that into mind now that they know it's going to be kind of an aggressive earlier game to kind of shore up the lanes. But Keeper of the Light, there's only so much that this guy can do if you've got this big gank coming into your line.
Yeah. Oh, and the Tusk.
Speaking of kill potential.
Yeah.
Tusky.
Well, he's very interesting because we have seen Liquid running him before, but his success rate hasn't been too great so far. I mean, he's been okay at making some early stuff happen, but it just feels like he falls off so much if he doesn't get a good start. And with Coddle, I mean, your gank potential, I mean, that's only GH can pull it off. We did see some really great rotations with his Keeper of the Light before, but he's got a very difficult job in this game to try to make this gank potential work out early.
We did see, too, I think it was Puppy, right, who was playing the Keeper of the Light the other day. He had some really fantastic blinding lights, just popping people up over onto ledges and whatnot.
Sure.
And just rearranging the fight. Wasn't quite enough, unfortunately.
I mean, you make a great point. The Coddle is in the right hands, very good at making sure that you don't get snowballed over and kind of control those mid to early game fights. But when it comes to getting kills, when it comes to roaming with a Tusk, not the most ideal combo. So let's see here. We got a Beastmaster ban. We've saw him a few times, of course. Just a little bit of a vision, you know, team fight control. But gonna be knocking that out. Mox, any heroes that you see a lot on Chaos? Any really ones that stick out in your mind from past games, even if they're not in this meta?
I mean, all right, yeah, we got some serious heroes coming out for Chaos. HFN is a world-class carry and is very well known for his Slark, which I hope we don't see, honestly, because I don't want to see Slark. Please, boys, no.
Yeah.
Luna, though, he's an
Luna.
incredible Luna player. So that could be something potentially they could pick up. It's very, very good in that mid game.
Interesting.
Being able to just keep up tempo, has good team fight. Did have a little bit of a change as well, though, with the way that Lunar Blessing works.
Hell yeah!
For the Omni Knight.
Oh,
I'm gonna hand this
God.
over to you, dude.
We're never going to hear the end of that one.
We
My
might get a
boy.
Luna here, actually, right? We've talked about the...
All right, now I am a
The synergy.
pretty staunch supporter that Omni Knight is garbo right now, okay? They took away Repel, they replaced it with Heavenly, whatever that is awful.
Heavenly Grace, yep.
Awful hero,
10
awful
seconds
time.
remaining.
However, there's only one situation where Omni Knight can excel, and it's in
5
multiple
seconds
heal
remaining.
situations. Omni Knight Oracle is freaking insane. The amount of heals, the amount of saves that you get, the problem is, will you actually kill anyone after they're healed and saved up? They need somebody with some massive damage, but this Omni Knight is... It's something. I mean, they're going to have a harder time trying to kill them all, but I'm a little worried. As someone who loves Omni Knight to my core, I'm scared. I don't know, man. But I will see. I'm sure Chaos has some kind of plan coming out here.
They must have.
The damage that they have right now with that Omni Knight pick, though, is beyond minimal, I would say. Razor has to static link someone and be alive for like 45 seconds to kill anybody. But, Omni Knight can do it. He's a big boy. He's got this.
The only thing I'm a bit concerned about coming out from the side of Chaos's draft at this moment is who is going to be initiator besides King RD?
You know,
It's just going to be the Earth Spirit. Everybody else is going to run in after him.
yeah.
And pray that you get those heals off, I guess.
I mean, King RD is an amazing Earth Spirit, though, so he can make some stuff happen.
So what are we looking? We're looking for HFN heroes on the side of Chaos, right? With the last one.
Pretty sure. Sometimes he will play Razor, but I prefer not to see him on Razor. But also that would put Weeha on Razor.
Weeha needs those active heroes. He needs those playmakers.
So I'm not 100% sure here. I know they had been working with T-Governor for a bit. Okay, Monkey King. That is a very popular hero.
Yep, Monkey King's been doing great this tournament so far. He has warranted many a ban. And is this going to be questionable, though, with Ember Spirit and Monkey King?
Who's hitting those buildings early?
Well, they can all hit buildings if they kill everybody on Chaos, which at the moment seems like they can actually do.
10
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Shiver, who do you think's going to be going mid on Liquid?
Monkey King.
5
Yeah.
seconds remaining.
Is that an effective Ember Spirit dual lane, or... I don't know, man.
It could be either, right? It depends on what they are seeing coming out from the last pick of Chaos, because we also don't know yet if that's going to be a Weeha Razor or not. We've seen a lot of troll over the last couple of days from Chaos in their group.
HFN's a good
Games.
troll. There was one game I remember casting where they King RD didn't pick fast enough, and they
10
last
seconds
randomed a troll warlord,
Yikes.
and they made it work. It was the weirdest
5
draft, but
seconds
they
remaining.
made it work, and HFN really carried them hard. Like when all else is in doubt, like with the old back when they were Pain Gaming, like HFN just strapped everyone on his back and says, "We're winning this, whether you like it or not. So let's go, boys."
So we see that Pugna ban come out last. Now, to me, that's always okay, we've got somebody who's going to be doing some massive magical damage. We got somebody that is really going to try to control everything with that burst. And they are severely lacking in damage right now. They are doing okay in livelihood, but maybe that's a little hint for
Could
what's...
be a Lesh, do you think? Is Lesh still even in the pool?
Lesh?
No, he's out. Never mind.
He's out.
I'm a liar.
It's all good. As an Omni Knight spammer, you think
10
Monkey King would
seconds
be... Omni Knight v Monkey King would be good, because he does a lot of physical damage. You can block it up during his ults. But quite honestly, I mean, his range on Monkey King is so long. Typically with Omni, his strength is trading, but...
Choose your
There's an Ursa. That's an active hero at least.
Okay,
You
damage.
can see who picks what on the screen on this side,
Woo!
by the way.
Sure.
Alrighty.
So, yeah, mind control, of course.
So it is a Weeha Razor, like we thought HFN's gonna be on Ursa.
Misery on the...
Misery on our spirit. All right.
So, Moxie.
I already put all my shards in chaos this morning, honestly. I'm still down. I want to believe in the best of one here. I want to believe that they are having a good day. You know, they had a good breakfast, a good bowel movement, apparently.
Yikes.
You know?
What? That's not a yikes.
No, I mean, that's what they said.
No, they didn't.
What?
Yeah, well,
They said they had a good poop.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bowel
but that's not
movement.
a yikes. That is very healthy.
Oh, you're saying that. Okay, we thought you were saying yikes to the fact that they went to the bathroom.
No.
All right. All right, Jake.
Jake.
Play a lot of Omni Knight. Love Omni Knight. Know a lot of Omni Knight. This is not an Omni Knight game. I'm going to have to go with Liquid very hard on that.
I'm going to go for Liquid as well. I think they're going to have the lower bracket run that they seem to be good at, or at least they were. Let's see if they can make it work for them and head over to a commentary team of Lizard and ODPixel.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Chaos up against Team Liquid. I'm ODPixel, joined by Lizard for this best of one. Everything on the line here at the Major for these two teams to see who's going to continue and who is going to go home. As we heard, the panel a little split on which drafts they favoured and who they're looking to take this game. I mean, you were saying to me yourself, Lizard, you kind of like what Chaos has got.
No, I don't
this game
mind.
as the underdogs. It could work, this Omni line.
I don't mind their lineup at all. You have this Omni Knight with the Ursa. If they manage to snowball out of control after the laning stage, they can definitely destroy Liquid. It is difficult for them, and I think the most important part of this game is the first 10 minutes for them. They need to find the proper lanes. They need to lane accordingly. You want to dodge the monkey with one of your melees, perhaps put the Razor on him. If they manage to do that, it's going to be so good. But even Ember and Ursa can struggle. Ember and Doom can struggle against Ursa. So Chaos, they do definitely have ways of winning this laning stage.
Yeah, both teams have got those sort of heroes they want to try and keep away from these melee heroes in lane that are going to get the stacks of, you know, whether it be the swipes up or the Jingu mastery. So we'll see how the laning situation ends up and who's able to read what from the lanes. As early on, both teams positioning themselves for the bounty runes. And at the moment, Mind Control will be on that top lane.
Yeah, I really like this from Liquid. They're dodging the Omni Knight and the Earth Spirit lane, but it seems that they're not going to be successful. Ursa is rotating top, so this is basically going to happen. I think we're going to see a lot of lane switches here.
I think so as
Ursa
well.
is running top. Yep. I mean, even versus Ember, Ursa would be fine, but maybe they have outplayed themselves a little bit here when it comes to the setting up the lanes. They didn't see where Ember was, but they sent the Ursa already on top. He has 5 boots.
He does, you know. HFN's ready to do a bit of shoe shop in this game. But here we have it. So we now see both teams realizing what they're going to be presented in terms of the lanes. And therefore we'll see which team wants to react if they want to change away. Because as it is, HFN's going to be able to easily keep those swipes stacked up on Mind Control.
Yeah, he is, but they are committing misery here, which means that the other lanes should be a little bit easier for Liquid.
GH and Miracle on the Cottle, Ember down bottom, up against Tavo.
Yeah, this isn't really the best combination with a Kotl. It's not your Bristleback, it's not your CK, something that you can remove that cooldown away from, but it's decent. Kotl on the offlane is really good, and Kotl in GH's hands, honestly, it's probably the best Kotl player in the world right now. So the hero has been changed a bit, right? But it's still pretty good.
Yeah, GH just continues to remain at the top of the players that pull out those flashy plays with the Kotl, and even more so now with that Will-O-Wisp. You can look for that superior teamfight control that Liquid are going to be able to offer. Good setup as well. You look at the synergies sort of between the Will-O-Wisp, the Wukong's command. A lot of things that Chaos are going to have to be careful about fighting around when it comes to those team fights later down the line.
They have rotated Kuro on top, so they do want to have Mind Control a decent lane. They don't really want to let him suffer versus the Ursa and the Earth Spirit way too much. At the same time, I expected this mid lane to go much better for VIA already, but
yeah, I guess because it's a bit of sort of a double-edged sword. Every time Weehaw wants to go for the static link, it's going to mean that Matuma's going to get the chance to stack up the Jingu Mastery. So
exactly.
then it becomes a bit of a game of chicken. It's like Weehaw's got to consider, am I stealing damage quick enough that I don't need to worry about a big boundless strike coming and smacking me back in the face?
I believe from level 4 onwards
he should be fine to just run at the Monkey King. Yeah.
This bottom lane as well, we didn't talk about the Ember and Oracle. Oracle is pretty good on this lane, so Miracle should not have a blast. However, as you can see, Miracle is not going for from Flame Guard, which is going to allow him to run down. Nah, he's fine.
Yeah, not quite able to get him. Blast just off the mark there. Very close though. And CS in the spot lane, 12 for 2 on Tavo, 9 for on Miracle, and First Blood's going to go the way of HFN as up top, Misery able to roll in, get the control required to allow HFN to get his claws on the Tusk.
They get that First Blood, which is really important when you get it on a hero such as Ursa, honestly. Is that hero...
That's the snowball hero.
Yeah, that's definitely the snowball hero and probably one of the best heroes to get that First Blood on. Pretty good for Chaos already.
That they have, as you can see, all top 3 cores in terms of the last hits very early on. Only slight leads, but the mid lane being the biggest difference. 20 against the 16, but still, it's not a huge difference. And as you say, maybe one that could be greater in a Razor versus Monkey King matchup. The lanes, as we did see as well, yeah, apart from sort of going up to try and help up top, obviously did end up giving away his life. Everything else has stayed pretty static. Mid lane, talking about static, Weehaw building up a lot of damage. You see this game of chicken that we talked about as Matu. He tries to, he loses the fight. It's as you say, Weehaw, it was 4, now he hits 5. At that point, when you've got that sort of extra points in the passive, you're going to be able to win that trade. You run him down, Matu, it doesn't matter if he gets the Jingu Mastery stacked up. He's already had too much of his damage stolen.
Yeah, and Weehaw was playing that really well as well. Like going back a little bit to not give him the masteries instantly and then going back in for the kill. He baited Matu a little bit over there, but it's definitely not an easy lane.
Up top again, they're going to make an attempt onto mind control that slows out from Misery. Misery looking for the body blocks, a couple more hits from HFN. Should do it, and there we have it, another kill for Chaos.
Oh, Dave. Alright, Matu again.
He's feeling
he has
a
to
lot.
be careful, yeah, he has to be careful. He's giving a lot of damage away to Wii, but this time around, I don't think he's gonna... Is he gonna?
Matu's trying. He's going to get the Boundless Strike down, and this time Weehaw won't be able to go too aggressive. Boundless Strike with the Jingu buff, able to heal Matu back up to full.
This bottom lane as well isn't really working out way too well for Liquid.
Yeah, Tavo's chilling. He's getting easy farm. I'd say it's very hard really for Miracle or GH to get up close to him because Purification comes out and he takes a pretty hefty nuke.
We're gonna see a battle for the runes most likely here.
Tavo already standing up and he's got Misery. Misery making the move down bottom to make sure that they can grab this rune away from Liquid. He's looking to block up GH, and with the Purification heal bomb, that's GH dead. Chaos continuing to just roll into kill after kill, 4 for 0.
And 4 bounty runes, yeah.
They're crushing it. Absolutely acing this first 5 minutes of gameplay, Chaos.
Alright, so far they're doing really well. Mind control. One more hit. One more.
I mean, it could not be going any better for Chaos. What a way to start the game here in this best of 1.
Honestly, talking about Snowball, this is everything they needed out of this laning stage. They just have to continue this pace. Is that an Atos coming from Razor, by the way? I believe, yeah, he has 2 crowns. He's going for Atos.
Okay.
All right, not your casual Razor build, but there are many builds for Razor.
Yeah,
so sure, why not?
And it can really mess with some of these heroes. I mean, the Monkey King wants to be jumping around.
Ember.
Miracle wants to be remnanting about. If they get rooted, that's going to be more than enough time for not only him to stand there as the Razor, steal the damage and punch into them, but of course the Ursa to stand by the side and go for the kill. Down bottom, Liquid will try and make a play onto Tavo. They get the Boundless Strike out. Tavo, he is healing up, but it's not quick enough. As they get 1, they'll get 2. Tumberman making the movement, making the rotation, and trying to get some action on them out for Liquid.
They are on the board now. This is what they had to do. Matu had to move from this mid lane because it's a dead lane.
Yeah, he can't be here.
He couldn't be here at that moment any longer, so it's really good that he rotated.
Tower is under attack.
Now though, there is another Spirit and he's coming closer. He has to be careful.
He really does matter.
There's the double damage on V2. So they know he's there now. Alright. Overall though, it's on Liquid to make these moves now. Their lanes have suffered. Like they've lost all 3 lanes arguably. And now they have to make Matu work super hard to regain some control on one of these lanes, and killing that Omni and the Oracle was definitely good for them. I think we're gonna see a lot of split pushing and just delaying coming from the side of Liquid.
Yeah, it's going to get to the point where they just want to make space for Miracle to start to get some more levels. I mean, having to sort of share this duo lane, it's not going to be the quickest of starts for the Ember Spirit. Already wraparounds there for King RD. They've got Misery and Tavo beating him down. The Purification, that gets the kill. Misery, he's rolling forward already, looking for more tag teammates there from Kuros. He traps the 2 of them up in the shards. They actually have the damage though to get the kill. Nicely used there as King RD has the magic immunity. Matumbaman's coming with the rotation. There's the snowball forward onto Tavo. King RD still alive, able to turn around with the root. Tavo still on the run. They will need 1 more hit for the Jingu Mastery to be built up. Matumbaman will get it. Boundless Strike down. Tavo, is he going to be able to get alive? He is not, as they'll get the kill, Liquid. They'll finish off the Omni Knight. Again, Matuma Man, he's really putting in the work in this laning stage. As everyone else on Liquid sort of having a very slow start, Matu trying to do his best to make at least one of these lanes work out better for them. Bottom, they'll get another catch. King RD unable to TP out in time as Miracle finds him with the chains. Liquid striking back. Misery does roll forward, same time, a lot of damage being done to the mid-tier 1.
Exactly, so they are striking back, but they're striking back on the same target. That's this Tavo's Omni Knight, who's already in a pretty decent spot, and he ports into 3 of them without any care in the world. At the same time, Ursa is farming top, Razor is pushing mid.
Yeah,
so
both WeHar and HFN are going to be huge coming out of these lanes.
Exactly, objectively you aren't really winning, even though you're getting some kills, and now GH is gone.
An extra bit of a bonus here for Wee. He's got the haste room ready to pop, runs down the Cottle. I mean, the snowball potential of these two heroes, it's going to be terrifying with the timing that WeHar's going to get his Rod of Atos. It's done.
It's done.
At 8 minutes in.
Yeah, they're gonna just run at them from this point onwards, honestly. HFN, you can see the way he itemized. Even though he has a Razor in his team, usually a hero that's considered like a semi-carry, not a true hard carry that scales late game. Ursa did not go for that Midas. He went phase boots, he went drums, he wants to fight immediately after this laning stage. He wants to run at you. So it can be a little bit of a double-edged sword, as if they do not manage to get too many objectives in the mid game, they might suffer. But
see, Liquid have a bit of an attempt onto Tava, but it's hard. I mean, he's beefy. He's got the purification anytime they jump upon him. He's been saving each of his teammates anytime they get gone on as well. And still, it's just, yeah, Liquid relying on Matuma Man to try and at least slow down the tempo or match it elsewhere in the side lanes. And so far, he's been making a lot of great movements. Now towards the mid. They're jumping onto WeHar. WeHar already got the static lane building up. He's stinging a lot of the damage here from the Monkey King. They've got to be careful on the side of Liquid as now Misery rolls in. Controls there. They'll take both Matuma Man and Kuroki. As Chaos continue to just step up the pressure. 10 minutes in, they'll take that tower mid.
That was just perfect positioning by Oracle, honestly, and then Earth Spirit also rolling in. I don't know why Liquid thought they had that fight, why they thought that they could kill Razor that fast, as Oracle was right beside him, so maybe a little bit desperate to make some moves. This is the problem as well. As you said, Liquid, they want to delay. They want to make this tempo a bit slower. They don't want to be fighting into chaos, but at the same time, perfect itemization by Wee with the Atos and drums from the Ursa are not going to allow them to just run around them. They're going to be running at you, so...
Yeah, they really are, and it's going to be done on Misery.
Look, he's about to have a dagger, I believe, on Ursa.
Yeah, 11 minutes in, phase drums blink. HFN is going to be able to do so much.
This is one of the most farmed Ursas I've seen in the pro scene.
And this is against Liquid, you know,
against
one of the
Liquid.
biggest teams before this tournament. A lot of people would have expected to see so much from them, but in this first 10 minutes of play, Chaos Esports.
He queued up that Basher, not too shabby either. He's gonna rely on Earth Spirit and that Atos to be the
They've got catch.
One. Yeah, they got it, so...
They've got catch. I guess, yeah, works that way as well. I mean, if he does indeed commit for the Basher, it's going to be one of the quickest Bashers we've seen on an Ursa. It's Matu. We'll get a bit of space down bottom to put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower. And yeah, HFN, he's picked up the hammer and the belt of strength, so that Basher going to come out very soon. Mid lane, Misery rolls in, gets the kick back onto Mind Control. Mind Control goes for the TP, but there's an Atos. No trouble there from WeHar as he's able to easily cancel the TP. More kills, more glory for the WeHar Razor. As top lane HFN's diving in on top of the call. GH has to use the Will-O-Wisp to get himself out of there. They'll quickly smack down the ball of light. Easy 100 gold for HFN. Back towards the middle lane. Jump forward. They've got the balance strike down onto WeHar. WeHar will fall. See if they can get themselves another, they will. They'll find Misery. So Miracle and Matuma Man reacting as a duo. We'll be able to find some kills in return. GH nearly getting popped up top there by King RD.
That kill on Viha in particular, Earth Spirit is also a bonus kill, definitely, but that kill on Viha is very important for Liquid as they had to stop that machine that was going down their mid lane. And a little bit of a mistake from Chaos. I think they're playing here right in the studio, so maybe they got carried away a little bit, because even if you win these lanes so convincingly, if you step out of borders, like Liquid is gonna definitely counter you and punish you, so they need to chill out a little bit. Just slow it down a bit, take that rush, and after that just run at them. Alright, Kuro.
I'm gonna Try and run down Kuro a little bit. He's got the sharp block though.
Yeah.
Keeps Tavo at bay.
They found his ward though, so that's kind of wasted, but at least he survives.
HFN Misery smoked up at the moment over Liquid's half of the map. See who can find Matuma would be a lovely one. He's up on the trees though. Weeha heading in forward. He's got the backup of the Omni Knight Tavo, given the Heavenly Grace. They'll roll in, but with the extra status resistance, Weeha cannot be stunned at all, really, as he's able to just slap down Kuro. Doom is there, GH.
GH?
Oh no.
Where's Puppy? That's not GH.
There's going to be a pause here. I mean, can Liquid turn this fight around? They've just lost the Tusk.
They lost the Tusk. Ursa is doomed, so there's that, but he doesn't really care too much. Matu is...
They've found him and he's falling low. Tavo's going to be on top of him. He does have a boundless strike to throw out.
Yeah, this is very difficult for Liquid. The problem is they doomed the Ursa, which usually sounds good, but not really in this game.
He can still punch.
He can still punch, and there's Omni Knight behind him. There's Oracle. I don't believe they have used all they've got in their arsenal. They have so much sustain. I think if you are Liquid right now, you're like, guys, let's get out. You use this pause to think about the quickest escape route.
And we're back in, and indeed Matumaman's getting run down in the trees, back towards the mid. They've lost mind control. Misery still kept alive here by the backup of King RD. Remnanting around, but it's not going to disjoint the Rod of Atos as it flies through, catches down Miracle. Root's going to be there from King RD. He's got one more Remnant to work with as he's going to put it up on the high ground. Already, though, HFN is going to wait in position. Miracle knows if he jumps over there, he's going to surely be dead. He'll go for the simple runaway. He has got a TP. He'll go for it up on the high ground, but again, Atos is back up and ready from Weeha. Now he jumps across, but look who's waiting there. HFN ready to run him down. Miracle's got another runner, but Tavo with the play. Chaos just reading the movements of Miracle perfectly, making sure that there is nowhere that he can jump to that is safe.
Man, they covered all the exit routes for him. That was so good. At the same time, I think Matu got a kill on Misery, which is something for them, I suppose. But it's something.
They're going to need a lot of things at the moment. Liquid, they're 5k down at 14 minutes in. Chaos continuing to lead further and further ahead.
This Ursa, what did he buy something? I can't believe he only has 800 gold after that. There we go. No.
I guess he only does, yeah.
So
He's still very rich.
All right,
There's
that
8k, you know. 8k at 14 minutes in. It's Tavo.
He's just diving.
They are. They're going to just chase down Mind Control. They Rod of Atos. Mind Control out of position. He's just straight up dead, isn't he? I mean, Will-O-Wisp is going to be there. Is that going to be enough to keep him alive? Won't be able to reach him, so Mind Control will get away. Matu. He tries to build up the Jingu Mastery, but he's going to die instead of Mind Control. They'll take that one happily. As back in the jungle, Miracle, he's wondering what the hell's going on. He's getting bursted. He's got to slide a fist and a remnant over. But the perfect play from Misery, keeping the ultimate going. Miracle's in trouble. He's being chased down by Misery. They've lost DH elsewhere, and he's just dead. Liquid getting absolutely smacked around by Chaos. As Tier 2 towers are falling, Mind Control's dying miles away from the rest of his team.
He's diving him.
I mean, absolutely. Where's the bash? There it is. That's another one for Chaos. I mean, Kuro will turn around with a punch, bury himself in his own snowbally grave, but okay, he'll live.
All right, maybe if you ran in the opposite direction, Kotl doesn't port in, but yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but Kuro does survive.
But I mean, this is the Chaos esports magic that we see on LAN. Sometimes at the right moments, in these sort of best of ones, everything comes together for the boys on Chaos. They have these smart tactical decisions in terms of drafts and laning.
Honestly, their draft is just incredibly strong in the laning stage, and everything worked out for them.
It's something different. What other team would waltz up in a best of one and say, we're going to play off-lane Omni Knight? No one else at this LAN would do that, but Tavo, he knows. He's crushing it this game. They all are. They're 10k leaders, 16 minutes in. They're taking Roshan.
They had that Yasha completed on the Razor as well. This Rosh is gone. You can't contest it even. Vlad, Basher on Ursa. This is looking very rough for Team Liquid as they do not even have the items that are necessary to split push.
They've really got nothing. The only person that's having some sort of a game is Matuma, but even then, look at the difference between his farm and Weeha's and HFN's. It's not even close.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
All right, so one thing that they've got going for them is that they have GH Kotl. Perhaps they can defend high ground for some time, but honestly, that's a long shot and it's very difficult.
They're losing so much of the map. Another tier 2 taken by Chaos.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It's down bottom. Weeha is going to start to play around with Miracle. Miracle, he has got a Remnant available. We're getting into the trees, but already Misery's on the hunt. He's going to find both Miracle and Matumbaman. Matumbaman already jumping away, and Miracle will be able to keep the distance and get out there. TP's coming into this shrine, but Chaos, they're here ready and waiting. It's Miracle. He's headed over. He's got to get out of here, and he will.
He's very lucky that did not happen. The bash did not happen.
Oh boy, that could have got very messy.
Yeah, if that bash procced on the first hit, he's dead there.
Dire's bottom tower is
They
under
did
attack.
force them out of the top lane and their jungle, so they're going to be able to split push top perhaps, while their tier 1 on bottom is falling. So objectively, they are trading, but let's see, the catch is there.
Matumbaman tried to start hitting the tower at top, but Misery and HFN are going to head in. Liquid, they've got to try and retreat. Matumbaman does put the Wukong's command. HFN, he's just going to be ready to run straight through him with a kick out and the damage from the Magnetize. They've already killed off Matumbaman. HFN looking for more. He's got the claws on Takuro. 2 kills for Chaos. Again, I mean, Chaos are just playing immaculately, and Liquid, they're all over the place.
I mean, I can understand why they're all over the place. They're playing against these heroes that you cannot lose all lanes to these heroes, and they've lost. Now they're just trying to somehow get back into the game, but strategically I expected them to play a lot better, as they always do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they lose the lanes, but versus teams that aren't considered as strong as them, they find ways of coming back. But Chaos, they're reading every movement perfectly.
And look at this, put the root on HFN, jump in, but there's a sleight of fist. It doesn't matter, the silence is there straight away. Miracle's dead.
Perfect.
Chaos. Just the ingenuity of some of these plays. It's something that we have seen in the past from Chaos, and they're bringing it here once again at the major where it matters the most in this elimination best of 1 against Liquid. They're onto the high ground. They're taking the tier 3 tower here at 19 minutes.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get myself some shards.
Oh, but for the Chaos fans out there, the shards are going to be rolling in tonight potentially if the game continues to end as it looks to be in this direction at the moment. A 13k lead, 19 minutes in, taking racks. Liquid, they need something incredible to swing this one around.
This is racks, like, yeah, you were getting them lower and lower, but Aegis is still not to be reclaimed. You can't engage into an Aegis to Ursa right now.
Dire's middle barracks.
Are they gonna even stop? No.
I mean,
why? Why stop?
Chaos don't need to leave the
Is
base.
under attack.
They're just going to keep going and going. At least get this range racked. We'll see if they give a little bit of breathing room for Liquid, but as you say, if they don't want to, they don't have to.
Yeah, the biggest aspect of this Chaos lineup right now is the Oracle and the Omni Knight. You have to find a way of engaging onto them. You have to doom the Omni Knight or the Oracle at least, but they save each other. It's so difficult to play the fight properly. Look at mind control.
There we go. He's going to try and run in immediately, but the bash comes out. They get the Wukong's command down. They have the ult as well. Will-O-Wisp is going to control them up for a little bit, but do they actually have the damage to kill any of these Chaos members? No, HFN turns towards Miracle. The bash is out. Miracle's dead for 30 seconds. They have the false promise as well, protecting HFN's first life. He turns back around. Double kill as he claims Matumbaman. The Purifying Flames nukes down Kuroki. As Chaos, they kill 3, they're still on to another set of wrecks, and he still has the Aegis. Liquid, they cannot do anything as he's straight in. HFN, backed up by the Heavenly Grace buff. He's in on top of Matumbaman. Silence there from Misery. Matthew's trying to get back to the base, but he cannot. GG is called. Chaos Esports 20 minutes in. 20-7, absolutely annihilate Team Liquid.
That was just an amazing performance, drafting-wise.
It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
It was not even close. I mean, let this be a message in all future events. If you're up against Chaos, you cannot underestimate this team in a best of 1.
I don't think Liquid underestimated them. They picked their heroes. They didn't... I mean, GH Kotl, Matu Monkey King. It's not like they picked something extraordinary or like they were playing with them, right? They picked their heroes. Perhaps they could have positioned their lanes a little bit better. That's where they underestimated them, I believe. Putting that Monkey versus the Razor, the Doom versus the Ursa, like somehow these players are gonna magically win versus complete counters.
I mean, and that's it for Liquid here at the Major. The end of the road for them. One of the teams tipped as probably a large amount of people back at home to be one of the favorites to at least take a top spot here at this event, but that's not going to be the case. Chaos in this best of one, they'll be the ones to move on. And maybe we're starting to see once again a glimmer of that land magic that Chaos has brought to us in the past. If there's anywhere that they can turn it up to 11 Chaos, imagine if they did it here at the Major. This could be the beginning of something beautiful from them, because this showing against Liquid just seemed to put these boys on another level.
That was just an amazing performance. Wee's back again with his Razor. Honestly, not really a hero that you expect from him. He's used to be playing those flashy heroes, but at least he made the item build a little bit flashier. Well, kind of standard for the meta, right, with the ATOS, but it definitely worked out.
8-minute
well
ATOS. I mean, and just the way that they read every single movement. I mean, Paddle, I believe we'll be able to bring you guys and girls back in. But what a game from Chaos. Everybody else in this event has to be watching this team closely, because they've got some magic and surprises hidden up their sleeves.
Surely you guys were still thinking that there was still a way back.
I don't know. I mean, you watched that sort of first 10-minute of gameplay from Chaos, and I don't know if there's any team here that could have slowed them down. They just played it to perfection.
The biggest problem is your way back is completely hindered by the fact that they have Oracle and Omni Knight. You can't doom anyone. Like, they're gonna save him. If you doom one of these two, they're gonna save each other. So they didn't really have a plan B.
Omni Knight is back. Thanks, guys. What do you say, Slacks? Omni Knight victorious.
Omni Knight was victorious. I mean, I talked earlier about the Omni Knight Oracle. It was going to be strong, but I didn't think it would be that strong. What team was that? That was incredible. As Lizard kept saying, it was literally the perfect execution of that draft. And against a team like Liquid, they let them get away with that. It is unbelievable. Unbelievable game.
Moxie was super giddy during that game.
I had to go out into another room because I didn't want to disturb people. But you know, if I've seen Tavo play the Omni Knight in the offlane before. This guy, you can't underestimate him. The whole team played really well. I mean, it's sad because, you know, Liquid is a team that everybody loves. Like, everybody loves Liquid. But today is a great day to be a South American Dota fan.
Whew. And maybe even better if you are indeed a Tavo fan, because guess who is behind the door of the studio?
Oh!
Hello, Tavo. You can take a seat on the couch.
Tavo! Hello, my friend. Good to see you.
Good to see you again.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was 20 minutes.
Yeah. Best of ones, anything can happen, right?
Absolutely. So, man, what an aggressive... I mean, you guys literally were everywhere that you wanted to be on that one. If we could just tell, you knew exactly what they were doing. Did you feel that way during the game? Were you guys playing your own one, or was somebody shot calling all of those moves that you guys were constantly making?
We kind of had a plan in this series. We got our heroes. So from the draft, we were already pretty confident on our game.
But did you know, like, where Liquid was going to be? Who was the shot caller in that game?
I just think that it's from the laning stage already. It's already hard for them to play because we got the lanes we wanted. But if we have like the cores that we have in this game, just stronger than theirs, it's just really hard to play. They can never fight us, I think.
When you have... You had a plan, right? You had this plan and it worked out. But were you thinking it was going to work out in 20 minutes? Like that well?
We never expect that against Liquid. They're really good.
What allowed you guys to be so fast in that game?
I think mostly laning. Our lanes were pretty good, I would say. And we got the items we needed and just go through.
Went insane.
Yeah. Moxie will have a question as well.
I mean, I heard you guys yelling over there during the whole time. So it definitely, I don't know about the shot calling, but there's definitely people yelling very excitedly that you guys.
That's Brazilian Dota for you.
For sure. Were you? I mean, like, we haven't seen a lot of the Omni Knight in quite a while, right? So that was kind of an interesting pick. Is that something that, like, you guys came up with, or was? I know you've been working with like T-Governor for a bit too.
Yeah. That was kind of Weeha's idea, to be honest.
Okay.
The hero is forgotten right now, and we used to play it a lot. I like to play it with the hero too. And
I remember.
it's good. It's working. So.
Is it good? Come on. As long as I'm not good, if you have an Oracle, he's good.
I know you like Omni, bro. I know,
but I'm not. He broke my heart. I feel like Repel, it hurt me.
Yeah,
you think he's still good?
You don't get stunned. You dispel.
Yeah.
2 seconds downtime. You know what that is? It's so retarded.
I mean, after that game, maybe I'll start playing him again.
Get some coaching from Tavo, right?
I don't think Tavo wants to waste his time coaching me, right?
Maybe.
Oh.
Where's the money?
Why are you looking at me?
Where's the money, Steven? Write him a check.
Tavo, I have a question, and now correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first event where you have like officially swapped King RD to position 5 and have Misery in 4. How did you guys make that decision?
It's just that the way we're playing wasn't really working for us, so kind of had to make a change to see if something improved, and that was the main thing, I think.
Okay, well, it worked out real great. That Air Spirit set the tempo real high indeed. We also have a clip for you guys to
watch yourself.
Watch your gameplay. It's on the monitor table in front of you.
All right, so as we see right here, nice initiation. Can we get a pause here? I'd just like to talk about a few things if you don't mind. So instantly, our boy Monkey King not able to do anything with the Oracle. Back here, we got this Ursa ready to jump in at a moment's notice, and it's just, they go in here. They think that they're going to be able to take out this Ursa. I mean, excuse me, this Razor. But, I mean, you guys are ready for this, right? Were you surprised when they went in so hard on this?
It's just too hard to kill this Razor when we have 2 healers ready, there already, and an Oracle. It's just hard.
It's impossible, apparently. And on this point of the game, you guys are just taking all these objectives effortlessly. This is really their last stand to try to stop you guys. Pretty good Will-O-the-Wisp right there, though. Making everybody real happy. But unfortunately, not working out for Team Liquid. You guys are just steamrolling out of your minds. Look at that. You're going straight in.
So to GRD2, he has
at this
really
point,
good
they just have no damage. The only damage is Monkey Ult, and they have GA, so there's not much they can really do.
Indeed, indeed. So just absolutely exploded there, cleaning up everybody after it's over. And at this point, who can they even send at you? Nobody, literally. It's just done.
Yeah, man. It's sad to see things like Liquid go. I think the
I mean, ain't that sad. You're still in.
I was gonna say.
I think the major format it can be much better. I think for a major.
Ah, it could be, but you guys are still in the tournament though. So doesn't that mean that the tournament format is pretty good if you're still here?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
All right. During that game, Twitch chat voted for MVP. Who do you think they voted for?
Oh,
let's find out. Ta-da!
Hey!
Oh, you people are cruel.
Well, you know, what can you do? You got 9% though.
Almost got it, guys.
Next time, right?
Close third place. Close third place. All right, Tavo, I'm going to let you go to join your teammates once again. Thank you for chatting with us for a bit.
Thank you for inviting.
And to the best of threes with you.
Yeah, go out there and win some best of threes.
Yeah, go out and win some best of threes.
Out you go.
You got it.
It's been rough, but we'll try out.
No roughness. Get out of here. Off you go. Take the microphone.
You can take the microphone. Thomas will play you out. Thank you, Tavo.
Oh, boy.
Okay. We can take a look at the brackets as well. We are done with the best of ones. They're out of here. They're gonzo. They're donezo. I'm happy about that. I think the teams are happy about that. Thank you for that. And we're also going to leave the lower bracket for what it is for a little while because we are ready for the upper bracket.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Liquid is out. We saw Forward eliminated, but now it is time to see who will play in the Annexed, who will play on the stage and will be in the top 6. We're gonna have EG versus Keen. We're gonna have Virtus Pro versus Fnatic. Whew, they're gonna be good.
Heck yeah, we haven't gotten to see these teams on this main stream yet. I have not been able to see some big old EG ass kicking. I'm pretty excited here. But they are up against Keen Gaming, who has been kind of a dark horse in this tournament, doing real well.
They are. They have been.
So this is going to be one heck of a match, I think.
I think so as well. But that match won't start until after a break.